Tonight on the South Today, New Zealand's first ever Winter Olympic gold medalist is shocked after being named National Athlete of the Year. A global search sees a local pilot and air industry leader take the controls at the helm of Dunedin Airport. And tears are shed as Clyde Primary School farewells a much-loved teacher after decades of service. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Hannah Wilkins. Snowboarder Zoi Sadowski-Synnott has won the New Zealand Olympic Committee's Athlete of the Year award after becoming the country's first Winter Olympic gold medalist earlier this year. The Wanaka-based winter sports athlete was awarded the prestigious Lonsdale Cup, joining big Kiwi sporting names like Valerie Adams, Daniel Loader, Hamish Bond and Lisa Carrington.
Flying her way to the podium at the 2022 Beijing Olympics, Zoi Sadowski-Synnott made history earlier this year, becoming the first New Zealander to win a Winter Olympics gold medal. Now the 21-year-old snowboarder, Zoi Sadowski, has been chosen to receive the Lonsdale Cup by the New Zealand Olympic Committee. Previous winners include stars Valerie Adams, Lisa Carrington and Peter Snell, with Sadowski-Synnott the first winter athlete to win the trophy.
The Lonsdale Cup is the New Zealand Olympic Committee's most prestigious award. It's presented annually to the athlete or team that has made the most outstanding contribution to Olympic or Commonwealth sport.
Zoe is also the youngest recipient of the prestigious award and admits it's surreal becoming such a big name in New Zealand sport.
They were pretty surprised and so was I. It's been a pretty hectic year, so yeah, I'm really thankful to everyone who's supported me.
Sadowski-Synnott's still got an exciting career ahead of her. She's looking ahead to a busy season where she'll be competing in a few World Cups, the high-profile X Games, the Natural Selection Tour and the World Champs. In Wanaka, the South Today.
Health Minister Andrew Little is hitting back at claims by medical staff and opposition politicians that the new Dunedin hospital won't be fit for purpose. A series of design changes were announced this week as part of $90 million worth of cuts to the project. That includes reducing the number of beds, operating theatres, MRI scanners and a bridge between the inpatient and outpatient building. Minister Little insists the building will be the hospital Dunedin needs, but will still have the space to adapt to better serve the community in the decades to come. However, the revised plans haven't been welcomed by some former and current hospital staff. Dunedin Hospital Board member Dr John Chambers was very disappointed the cuts had been made and claims the government lacks urgency around the project. The new hospital is now expected to cost more than $1.5 billion after the government agreed to an additional $110 million worth of funding to help address the budget blowout. After a worldwide search to find a new chief for Dunedin Airport, a local man has bagged the position. Trained pilot and air industry leader Daniel De Bono will officially take up the job at the start of next year. He's been the acting chief executive at Dunedin International Airport for the last few months. Former CEO Richard Roberts left in late September after almost 23 years of service with the company. The airport board sees the calibre of applicants was exceptionally high, but believe De Bono's proven work in senior leadership roles made him the right person for the job. De Bono says he's committed to more sustainable practices and better connections between the South Island and Australia. Dunedin resident Shane Marker received an early Christmas surprise after being told he'd won a raffle through the local Rotary Club for a new trailer. But he won't be hanging on to the prize, with plans to sell it and donate the proceeds to charity.
Shane Marker says he's never won anything in his life, so was shocked to get the call about winning the trailer and other prizes after buying 20 raffle books worth of tickets. However, he already owns a perfectly good trailer and just saw the Rotary Club of Dunedin raffle as a way of donating to a good local cause. The Save Money Skips owner has listed his winnings on Facebook, along with the hire of a 9-metre skip, with the package having a combined value of more than $3,000. He'll sell the items to the highest bidder and give 100% of the proceeds back to the Otago Community Hospice.
We work in the community all the time, so yeah, it's just you're part of the community, so you do everything you can to help out in the community. It's just part of what we do.
$25,000 was raised for the hospice through this raffle, who are ecstatic about getting the extra money from Shane's auction on top of the proceeds from the Rotary Club. In Dunedin, the South Today.
Happy tears were shed at Clyde Primary School recently as teachers, past and present, join with parents and pupils to bid farewell to a much-loved teacher, Sally Lloyd. Bright colours were the theme of the day, in keeping with Lloyd's passion for the arts after a more than 30-year career.
Chants of "Rip it, rip it, rip it" encouraged departing teacher Sally Lloyd to abandon decorum at her leaving assembly this week at Clyde Primary School. Lloyd's last day at the school was an emotional affair, reminiscing with pupils past and present. The event started with high energy as members of Sally Lloyd's family joined with teachers and pupils to dance outdoors to popular songs while wearing bright clothing. Lloyd has been involved with the school since 1991. As well as being a staff member, she also wrote 15 musicals and Christmas pantomimes during her time at the school. Pupils taking to the stage to share favourite memories of her teaching style.
Like how she always had a new photo on her computer each week that had a story that came along with it.
Mrs. Lloyd has so many good qualities, and she is always eager to have a good time and always has a fun way to learn new things.
The celebrations included waiata, with the school joining in song to say goodbye to one of their most vibrant educators. In Clyde, the South Today.
Whai Yakane, still to come on the South Today. A Central Otago kids writer gets in front of tiny critics for the nod of approval. And we continue our look back at the year in news from across the South to a month where wintry weather and farmers' Three Waters views made headlines.
A poorly maintained heat pump can lose up to 35% of its output. The Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner team are experts. Their specially developed chemical wash is totally biodegradable. Call Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner and get the job done by the professionals.
We're Age Concern Otago.
Age Concern Otago hosts a multitude of social activities, including indoor walks.
Hi, my name's Matt and I'm the Dines Group CEO. Dines is a company that's focused on selling logistics solutions to its customers. We're passionate about selling efficiency and we've been selling efficiency for over 50 years now.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Don't mention Christmas! There's huge savings on beds, bedroom, lounge, dining and much more. Plus 50% off all outdoor furniture. And you can pay it off over 24 months interest-free.
Parkway, welcome back. Central Otago children's author Kyle Newburn visited the Alexandra Library this week. The author is launching 2 new books, and she says she never quite knows what to expect from her young audience.
Can you think of a word that rhymes with Spinosaurus? It's a question that sparked the idea for a new book by Millers Flat-based author Kyle Newburn. But the children's writer admits that genre gives authors a license to make up as many words as you like, which she did. This visit to the Alexandra Library was a chance to launch 2 new books after a 6-year gap, which Newburn says also brings uncertainty.
6 years in a picture book writer's life is a whole generation of children who have come into reading age and moved on, and they may have missed my books completely, which is a total loss.
Newburn says her other new book, Have You Seen Tomorrow, focuses on a mindfulness message and was sparked by her experience during the COVID lockdowns. She says when writing for children, the moment of truth comes when actually reading the books with an audience.
So no matter how excited I am about the story, until I've read it to kids and seen that reaction when kids suddenly, you see their eyes light up.
Newburn's next book project is an historical novel set in Millers Flat, which is expected to be released next year. In Alexandra, the South Today.
Well, now we continue our look back at the Southern News Year in review. October began in wintry style with wild and cold weather, before closing with farmers heading to the larger cities to protest against the Three Waters proposal.
A polar blast blew across the country on the first weekend of October, typically timing right in the middle of the lambing season. The oldest radio station in the Commonwealth celebrated 100 years of broadcasting with a gathering of past and present broadcasters.
Everybody's happy, everybody's wandering around with big smiles and just enjoying the fact that for the last 100 years we've been on the air and we're going to do it for another 100.
Dunedin welcomed a new mayor as one-term councillor Jules Raddick unseated one-term mayor Aaron Hawkins.
And we'll certainly have a review as far as the future goes, because the lack of flexibility in what has been installed already is of grave concern.
Invercargill's 24-year-long reign of Mayor Sir Tim Shadbolt came to an end as he was unseated by Nobby Clark. Construction of Christchurch's new $16.5 million, 13,000 square metre indoor netball facility was ramping up.
We believe that the quality of sport we're going to see, and netball in particular, is going to be far higher indoors.
And anti-Three Waters protesters left their farms again, taking tractors, utes and more to city streets, including in central Christchurch.
So we just had enough. We can't actually comply. And we're saying that we've had enough and we're not going to do it.
And after about 2 years of restrictive COVID-19 measures, the government removed 11 public health measures from the COVID-19 Public Health Response Act. Across the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Gold medal winning Wanaka-based snowboarder Zoi Sadowski-Synnott shocked to receive New Zealand Olympics' top accolade. A global search for talent has seen local pilot Daniel De Bono land the top role as new CEO at Dunedin Airport. And Clyde Primary School has farewelled long-serving teacher Sally Lloyd with a colourful and emotional send-off. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT, and we welcome the Associate Editor Jo Simpson. Hello Jo.
Hi.
What can we expect in the paper tomorrow?
A Dunedin City Councillor is appalled with the Mayor after he made a comment that a $90 million cut to the new Dunedin Hospital was an early Christmas present.
Right.
We have a background piece on Daniel De Bono, the new Dunedin Airport CEO. He's a trained pilot. And we have a man working as a digger operator at Port Otago was 3 times over the limit when he tipped his digger.
Oh goodness. Oh no. All right, we look forward to reading more about those stories. And if we don't see you before Christmas, have a lovely break, won't you?
Same to you.
Thanks Jo. And time now for a look at your weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, some afternoon showers with thunderstorms may develop inland over the next few days, but otherwise it's looking mostly warm, dry and humid. Heading to the top of the South Island. Showers with light nor'easterlies with 22 in Nelson tomorrow. Greymouth, cloudy with 24. In Christchurch can expect those light winds too, with a spot of cloud at times and a high of 21 degrees. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago. Some cloud with light easterlies through here tomorrow. 23 degrees, highs for both Ashburton and Timaru, while Oamaru can expect 21 with afternoon showers. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes. Blue skies and light winds before showers mid-afternoon. Wanaka and Queenstown are in for a 24-degree day, while Alexandra reaches 25. Heading further south, more light winds and a shower or two after lunch through here tomorrow. Balclutha and Gore will warm up to 22 degrees, while the nor'easterlies will pick up in the Catlins for a 19-degree high with cloud. And down to the deep south. Fog and low cloud tonight in Invercargill, down to 9. The next 2 days look sunny with light easterlies between misty starts, up to 22 tomorrow and 23 degrees on Christmas Eve. And finally, heading to Dunedin. Cloudy with nor'easterlies tonight, dropping to 12. Tomorrow, expect a warm and cloudy day with the chance of late showers, the high 19. And to Saturday, another warm and overcast day with a few light showers, up to 20 degrees before the big day on Sunday, which early indications say will be warm, breezy and sunny in town. And that's the news this Thursday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. And you can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand. We'll leave you tonight with a musical look at the mechanical marvel that is Pixie Town. It's currently on show at Dunedin's Toitu Otago Settlers Museum. And after the break, we'll have a special wrap of the last few years of ODT's Global Insight series. We'll see you again tomorrow. Ka kite a pōpō.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.